Let me tell you a secret that the baby industry doesn't want you to know. Most of the sleep products they sell you are a complete waste of money. Worse than that, some popular items are actually dangerous. I'm talking about things like infant wedges or those plush crib bumpers that have been linked to safety risks. They have no place in your baby's crib. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm not a doctor, I'm a mom on a mission to read all the parenting books and all the scientific studies so that you don't have to. So let's cut through all that noise. What are the few essential things that are actually worth your money and will truly help your baby sleep? The answer, thankfully, isn't some long, expensive shopping list. After going down countless research rabbit holes, I realized the secret isn't about buying more things, it's about methodically building the perfect sleep environment. Think of it as your baby's own little sleep sanctuary, and it's built on just two foundational pillars. First, the right kind of sound to shield them from our noisy world. And second, the right kind of darkness to help their brain produce those crucial sleepy hormones. Get these two things right, and you've honestly won half the battle. We will get into the exact items for each in just a moment. But before I share my proven list, I want us to do something helpful together as a community, because I know I've made these mistakes. What is the most useless baby product you've ever bought? Please let us know in the comments. Your experience could save another parent from making the same mistake and wasting their hard-earned money. Thank you so much for sharing in the comments. It is so incredibly validating to know we're not alone in navigating this overwhelming world of baby products. Seriously, what a team. So, now that we've cleared out the clutter of what doesn't work, let's build our baby's perfect sleep sanctuary from the ground up. It starts with two foundational pillars, the absolute non-negotiables, sound and light. First, let's talk about sound. The number one item you need is a good white noise machine. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but Sarah, my baby can sleep through anything. The TV is on, the dog is barking, and he's totally fine. And you might be right. Babies can sleep in noisy environments, but here's the secret. The goal isn't just to get them to sleep, it's to help them fall asleep quicker, and most importantly, stay asleep longer. Here's why. Baby sleep is not like our sleep. They spend a huge amount of their time in a very light, active stage of sleep. This makes them incredibly vulnerable to sudden changes in sound. It's the reason why a dropped spoon in the kitchen can feel like a bomb going off in the nursery. Let me paint you a picture. And I know you've been here. You have just spent 45 minutes rocking, shushing, and praying to every known deity to get your baby to sleep. You execute the crib transfer with the precision of a bomb disposal expert. You hold your breath, success. You tiptoe out of the room, slowly close the door, and exhale for the first time in what feels like an hour. You sit down, maybe you even think about making a cup of coffee, and then the doorbell rings, the dog erupts, and on the monitor, you see it. Two little eyes wide open. Nap over. It is soul-crushing. A white noise machine is your shield against that. It doesn't eliminate the sound, it masks it. It creates a consistent, womb-like auditory environment where a sudden bark or a slammed car door gets blended into the background instead of jolting your baby awake. It's especially critical during naps and in the early morning hours, around 4 or 5 a.m., when sleep is at its lightest and babies are most sensitive to noise. Okay, so we've built our wall of sound. That's pillar number one. But it's only half the battle. Now we need to conquer the other great sleep thief, light. Your baby's room needs to be dark. And I don't mean dim, I mean pitch black. This serves two critical functions. First, for younger babies, it simply neutralizes distractions. A shadow on the wall, a little toy in the corner of their eye. These things are fascinating and can easily keep a baby from drifting off. Removing visual stimulation is step one. But the second reason is far more powerful, especially for babies over 2 months old. It's about biology. It's about a hormone called melatonin. Think of melatonin as your baby's own personal factory-installed sleep potion. As evening comes, their little brains start to produce it, making them feel drowsy and ready for sleep. It's nature's magic. But this magic potion has a weakness. It has a master off switch, and that off switch is light. Any light. Even a little sliver of sunshine peeking through the blinds is enough to signal to your baby's brain, okay, potion production off, time to be awake. This is the single biggest reason for those dreaded 5:30 a.m. wake-ups. It's not that your baby is done sleeping. It's that the sun is starting to rise. The light is trickling in, and it's turning off their sleep hormone. They literally can't help it. So how dark is dark enough? Here's my rule of thumb. It should be so dark that you cannot read a book in the middle of the day. If you can, it's not dark enough. Invest in good blackout blinds. Use them for every nap and all night long. And I know the worry. Will they be scared of the dark? Remember, for 9 months, they lived in complete darkness. To them, it's safe, it's familiar, it's calm. By creating a pitch-black environment, you're not depriving them. You're giving them the single greatest signal they need to unlock longer, more restorative sleep. So, you've done it. You've meticulously created that perfect sleep sanctuary. The room is a pitch-black cave. It's humming with that constant low rumble of white noise, but your baby is still taking those soul-crushing 30-minute naps. Or they're still waking up every couple of hours all night long. It is incredibly frustrating. I know. It's the point where so many of us are tempted to just give up and think that nothing works for our baby. But before you reach that point, I need you to consider one more thing. What if the problem isn't the room at all? What if the key to unlocking that next stretch of sleep is actually what your baby is wearing? It absolutely is. And getting this right is arguably the most powerful lever you have for both safer sleep and longer sleep. So we've built our sleep sanctuary with sound and with light. Now we need to add the final crucial layer, the cozy, safe world your baby wears. Let's start from day one with newborns. The tool here is the swaddle. I know there are a million kinds, but their purpose is singular and beautiful, to recreate the snug, secure feeling of the womb. But its real superpower is how it deals with something called the Moro reflex or the startle reflex. You've seen it. Your baby is sleeping peacefully and suddenly their arms fly out to the side, their eyes pop open and they start crying. They've literally scared themselves awake. It's a primitive, normal reflex, but it's a total sleep thief. A good, snug swaddle keeps their arms contained, dampening that reflex so they can ride through those little neurological jolts without waking up fully. For those first couple of months, the swaddle can feel like pure magic. But then a new anxiety creeps in. When do you stop? This isn't just a preference question, it's a critical safety issue. This is what I call the Great Swaddle Transition, and here are the clear signs it's time to ditch it. The number one non-negotiable sign is when your baby shows any signs of trying to roll over. This usually happens between 2 and 4 months. The first time you see them on the monitor trying to push up onto their side while their arms are pinned in a swaddle, your heart will stop. A baby who rolls onto their stomach in a swaddle can't use their arms to push up and reposition their head, which is a serious suffocation risk. We stop swaddling before they master rolling. Other signs are if they consistently fight the swaddle or if they're a little Houdini who breaks their arms free every single night. If you see these signs, it's time. So how do you do it without derailing all your hard-earned sleep progress? You do it gently. For a few nights, try swaddling with one arm out. Let them get used to that new sensation of having one hand free. They might startle a bit more or touch their face, and that's okay. They're learning. Once they've adjusted to that for a few nights, you can move to both arms out, using the swaddle just as a sort of snug wrap around their chest. And from there, the next step is graduating to their forever sleepwear, the sleeping sack. If the swaddle is for the newborn stage, the sleeping sack is for the rest of babyhood. Think of it as a safe, wearable blanket. It becomes a powerful sleep cue. Zipping up the sack is like saying, okay, it's time for sleep now. It keeps them cozy and warm without the immense danger of having loose blankets in the crib, which is a major risk factor for SIDS. So a sleeping sack isn't just a convenience, it is a core safety item. But here is the twist. This is the secret that took me way too long to figure out. You can buy the fanciest, most expensive, highest-rated organic cotton sleeping sack on the market, and it can absolutely ruin your baby's sleep. I know, it's infuriating. Why? Because the most wonderful sleeping sack in the world is useless, or even detrimental, if it's making your baby too hot or too cold. Being even slightly too hot or too cold is one of the top reasons babies wake up in the middle of the night or take disastrously short naps. We obsess over the room being quiet and dark, but we often forget to make the temperature just right on their actual body. This is where the fifth and perhaps most underrated sleep essential comes in, a simple digital room thermometer. This little device isn't just an accessory, it is the key that makes your sleeping sack actually work. It tells you the reality of the room's temperature, which then allows you to dress your baby appropriately. This is where we talk about TOG, which stands for Thermal Overall Grade. It sounds technical, but it's really simple. It's just a rating system for how warm a sleeping sack is. A low TOG, like 0.5, is for hot summer weather. A high TOG, like 2.5, is for a chilly winter room. By knowing the temperature of your room with the thermometer, you can choose the right TOG sleeping sack and the right clothes to put on underneath it, whether that's just a diaper, a short-sleeve onesie, or full footy pajamas. You're not guessing anymore. You're creating the perfect, comfortable little microclimate for your baby to sleep soundly. Now, to make this super simple, we'll put a chart on the screen right now. On the left, you'll see the temperature in your baby's room, in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. And on the right, the TOG rating you should be aiming for, along with examples of what clothes to layer underneath. Go ahead and screenshot this. It's a lifesaver, I promise. So we have sound, we have light, and now we have the perfect sleepwear system. Your baby is in their safe, temperature-controlled little cocoon. They should be sleeping like, well, a baby. But what happens when you hear them on the monitor and they're grunting, squirming, maybe even letting out a little cry? Your first instinct is to rush in, but what if I told you that's the final mistake we all make? That instinct, that protective urge to rush in, that is the mistake. It's probably the most common, most well-intentioned, and most sleep-sabotaging mistake we parents make. And it's not our fault. We're programmed to respond. But to understand why we need to hold back, we have to understand something fascinating about how babies sleep. See, when we as adults enter that deep REM dream sleep, our bodies are mostly paralyzed. It's a safety feature, so we don't act out our dreams. Babies, they don't have that feature fully developed yet. So when they dream, they put on a full performance. They will grunt, they might scream out, smile, giggle, roll over, squirm, and even open their eyes for a moment. This is called active sleep, and it looks and sounds exactly like a baby who is wide awake and needs you. Combine this with another fact: babies have much shorter sleep cycles than we do. They can briefly wake up every 60 to 90 minutes at night and every 30 to 45 minutes during a nap. During these brief arousals between cycles, they might stir or cry out before connecting to their next sleep cycle and falling back into a deep sleep. So what happens? We hear a grunt, we see a squirm, and we do what we think is right. We rush in, we pick them up, we pat them, we offer a pacifier, and in doing so, we take a baby who was just noisily dreaming and we fully wake them up. We inadvertently become the very thing that disrupts their sleep. This is where the final piece of our sleep sanctuary comes in, the last essential item. And it's not just a baby monitor, it's a baby monitor with a camera. This one tool is the only thing that stands between your gut instinct and your baby's uninterrupted sleep. I cannot count the number of times this saved me. I remember it so clearly. It's 3 a.m. The house is completely silent. Then you hear it, a grunt, then a little cry from the nursery. Your heart starts pounding, your body tenses up, you're already halfway out of bed, feet on the cold floor, convinced the night is over. But you pause. Every cell in your body is screaming, "Go, help them!" But you force yourself to wait. You grab your phone, you open the monitor app, and you see them. Their eyes are closed, but their little legs are kicking the air. They let out another grunt. And you watch. You just watch. You hold your breath for what feels like an eternity, but it's probably 30 seconds. And then, stillness. They found their thumb or just rolled into a comfier position. They're still asleep. You sink back into your pillow and you realize you didn't just save yourself an hour of rocking. You gave your baby the chance to connect their sleep cycles on their own. You gave them the gift of independent sleep. The video monitor isn't for watching your baby sleep. It's for giving you the data, the proof, to have the confidence to do the hardest thing in parenting. Absolutely nothing. And that confidence, that ability to do nothing, is built on this simple 4-part toolkit. So let's recap. That's it. That is your entire sleep sanctuary toolkit. Number 1, a white noise machine to block out the world. Number 2, true blackout blinds to signal to your baby's brain that it's time for sleep. Number 3, a proper wearable blanket system, guided by a simple room thermometer to keep them safe and perfectly comfortable. And number 4, a video monitor to give you the proof you need to let them sleep. It's not about buying more stuff, it's about buying the right stuff. You are building a system that works with your baby's biology, not against it. You now have the complete blueprint. You have everything you need to solve this. If this video gave you even a little bit of clarity or a sense of relief, it would mean the world to me if you hit that like button. And please make sure you subscribe. I pour my heart into reading all the research so you don't have to, and I have so much more to share with you. Honestly, parenting advice can be controversial, and sometimes videos like this can get flagged. Subscribing is the best way to make sure you don't lose access to this community we're building together.